I am not leaving this office until I hear from the court. So call me back in the office, all right? You have that number? Actually, you know what? Call me on my cell. How about text me? Texting me is the best way to do it. What I want is to make sure that the names on that list do not leave the hospital and end up on the ground.
I'm watching everything on the news. Are you okay?
I'm waiting for Judge Raymond to issue an order to allow the FBI, and I'm not sure why I'm even sharing this with you.
Because I'm your BFF, in the vernacular.
Our interests do not coincide.
Alexis, our interests lie in the survival of a whole list of people with whom our lives are inextricably intertwined. You do realize that in a worst-case scenario, I stand to lose almost my entire law practice, not to mention the most lucrative retainer I have. Wow, that's a little insensitive, isn't it?
Just a little. You're worried about losing clients. I'm worried about losing the father of my daughters and my oldest daughter.
Yeah. Shame on me. Honey, you must be sick with worry. Why are you sitting here in your office?
It's better for me to stand and watch a building burn. I'll go crazy. I'm here. At least I can do something. Did I mention that my best friend and my ex-husband have decided to become heroes? Jax has got his plane, his helicopter in this mess, and the fire department won't even try it.
Okay. Okay, let me try and be the voice of reason. Sonny has got 9 lives, and he's only used about 6 of them.
Yeah.
The man can survive almost anything. Now, Rick seems to come out of the worst situations maybe battered, maybe a little bruised, but he's always still standing. And Jax is real lucky. Jax goes right up to the edge, and then he gets smart. All without getting his hair mussed.
You're right. About his hair. Probably about all of them. I'm sure everyone will be fine. Everyone except my daughter. I just wish I could say the same thing about her. Thanks. Thank you very, very much. All right, Rick's out. They took him over to Mercy for an evaluation. Apparently he walked out on his own, and he was annoying the paramedics, so apparently he's fine.
There isn't by any chance any word on Kate.
She's still in there. Apparently they're still treating her for the poison. That stuff is really toxic, so it really laid her out, and she hasn't been evacuated yet.
I would hate for anything to happen to Kate.
Oh, me too.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah. No.
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 How could you?
What? No, you're right. No, I adore Kate Flan. I mean, I just don't. No, I mean, I adore Kate. Regardless of it doesn't have nothing to do with the fact that she, so generously loans us these fabulous designer samples. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Kate will make it out. She will make it out. And so will Carly.
What are you worried about Carly for? She'll be the last one you have to worry about.
Why do you say that?
Because every time something like this happens to Carly, she usually A, has something to do with it, and B, she's always fine.
Aren't you over-exaggerating just a tad?
Are you going to take her side?
Why don't you have a drink?
Do you carry this flask with you everywhere you go, even into court?
Almost always.
I know why you're doing this. You're just trying to make me feel better.
Is it working?
No. Not even in the slightest. I really should be a better mother.
You're a wonderful mother.
Yeah, to Christina and Molly, I'm just great. But to Sam, all I can think about is how I've messed up. When I think of her, I just see an embodiment of all my mistakes.
That's an awful lot to put on the both of you.
I keep thinking, all right, well, I think that things will get better in time, that... No, but it doesn't, and then I think if she settles down, if we find some sort of common ground, that I will stop walking on eggshells with her, and she will stop being so oversensitive with me. And then something like this happens, and then I think, well, you know what, Alexis, you had your shot, and you blew it.
Alexis, Sam could have tried harder, too.
There are things that she could have done differently, but, you know, that's not her job. I'm her mother. It's my job to reach out and to keep reaching out, because I will tell you, I would never have given up Christina or Molly. I would never even thought about it, and yet I've as good as given up on my eldest daughter.
Don't live a life of regret, Alexis. Down that road lies only misery.
You're right. You're right. When she gets out of this, I'm going to do better. That was Agent Rayner, who said that Jax is making his last evacuation. And what are you doing?
Nothing? I'm so suspicious.
Those are my private contacts.
I'm sorry.
What are you looking for, anyway?
Not a what, it's a who. Mike Corbin and Bobby Spencer.
Why?
Because I have drafted the last will and estate for Sonny and Carly and Jason. And without breaking attorney-client privilege, if they don't make it out alive, then little Morgan Corinthos stands to become the richest miner in the state. Mike and Bobby are his grandparents.
Well, if God forbid anything happens to him, I'll put you in touch with him, okay? And aren't you the one that keeps assuring me that Sonny's going to make it out alive?
I'm sure he will. Sonny's the luckiest man in the world, from what I can see. Can I ask you a question about that?
No.
I'm just curious.
Now? You want to talk about this now?
I just want to know if when you slept with
You want
Sonny,
to know if Sonny is good in bed now?
No, I don't want to know if he's good in bed. Although I'm sure he is. You know, he's got that whole thing, that whole Latin thing, which even I can see is almost irresistible. Almost. Although I made a deal with myself the day I started working for him that I would never allow myself under any circumstances to get intimately involved with that man.
Good for you. Exercise that self-control. I wish I had.
They're going to be fine, Alexis. They're all going to be fine.
I hope. You're becoming increasingly less convincing as an optimist. But you're a good friend.